don't even know where that went, so let's just... Oh, these... Oh, well. Now it's just gonna be, like, Thief City over here. Everyone wants to finish the Xiaohao rep grind now. Bufo! Bufo these nuts.
Ha! Got him!
Let's play it without music for a second then. Okay, thank God the Horde was AFK. Procket. God damn it. Nope. Oop, yes, nope. They're all just gonna get stolen. I have to. Oh shit. I'm not taking chances, I'm just gonna use that. Oop. Nice, there it is. The only kill master I need. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Turnus. This. All of that done. All of this done. All of that. This. This. Dungeons. And raids. Oh yeah, I did do that. Welcome everyone to the video. So right now I'm trying something new and I hope it works perfectly as I hope or intended. So editor me, please tell me right now, is it as good? Alright, let's continue. The Pandaria Remix event was really fun, and why was it fun for me exactly? Well, I'll explain that. I started playing World of Warcraft around 2016, but I couldn't get into it, so I just let it go. It didn't click with me from the beginning, so I choose to just leave it alone. And then the second time I got into the game was around the time right at the end of Battle for Azeroth before the release of Shadowlands. So I would give it around June of 2020. At that time I really did stick with the game. I was enjoying myself and casually I was having fun with it. But when did I just go gung-ho and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it the way I want to. I want to play exploration. I want to enjoy my time. Well, that happened with the release of Dragonflight, so we're talking November 2022. So why did I take this route? Well, it's pretty simple. Before I had a PC, I was a complete console player, Xbox. And Xboxes, just like the PlayStation, has achievements, and I was an achievement hunter. Whenever I just played one certain game, I made sure I got as much as I can out of it. But as the time passed, I developed feelings for playing PC. That was just a feeling that that got lost with time. Fast forward to 2022, and I play World of Warcraft, and I start thinking, hey, there are a lot of achievements in this game. I mean a lot. So why not try to get them? Will that be another video? Hey, for another day? It might be, but today we're focusing on the Pandaria Remix. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the Pandaria Remix is, but if you don't, I'll explain it really fast. The Pandaria Remix is you create a new character called a Time Runner, and you play the expansion, and you can only stay in the expansion continent, Pandaria, playing the scenarios, the dungeons, and leveling up your character from 1 to 70, or I believe 10 to 70, because I play with an ally race. I don't know if that's the same thing with everybody else. My first character was a Void Elf. Why? Because I wanted to get the Heritage Armor achievement. See? Right there. I was playing, I was enjoying my time. I was just going crazy because we also had the bronze currency that we can use to get mounts, expansion mounts. The game literally said, hey, collect this money and you can get your raid mounts. Okay, that's crazy. And I was one of the people that got the Shaw of Anger as a drop chance. Here, I'll show you right now.
And I think some of his other accounts have as well. But it doesn't matter because he's still got some on it, so they'll probably just come back somewhere. He's just like this.
Oh!
Unlike Summit, Shot of Anger. No way. Big, heavily on.
Oh! Was I ticked off at the idea of someone can just buy the Heavenly Onyx Drake? No, I don't think I was. Maybe I was miffed or something. I don't know. Now, whenever you hit max level in this remix, the max item level that you can get is 342. on each of your items. But what they don't tell you is you get some items through doing achievements. I saw that and I was like, wow, okay, you're tying items to achievements? That's, not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. So I had to do them. It was just the choice that I had to do them. So playing and getting the achievements and going through, I got the trinket and I got the necklace and I got the rings. I believe there's 2 rings. And at this point in the game, I had collected 242,000 bronze. You might be asking yourself, how did I do that? Did I just sit down and farm the bronze? Oh no, boys and girls, it was because you farmed. With the release of the Pandaria remix, you had an item called the Cloak of Infinite Possibilities, and this cloak levels with you through an item called threads. So you would find the threads randomly by killing minions, killing enemies and stuff like that throughout the world. What did the cringe lords that just wanted to farm and make sure their characters can just one-shot everything do? Well, they leveled up their characters and then they took the character to the Timeless Isle and they killed a certain mob called the Gulp Frogs. They were very easy to kill, and you can kill a lot of them at the same time because the place they spawn has a lot of mobs in the same area, and they had a fast respawn rate. So people were doing that. They were just rushing over there and they would just keep killing and keep killing and keep killing until Blizzard took notice of it. Because at this point, people were just walking into heroic raids and one-shotting them. And this was pretty early on. I could throw up the date right here when they took action against this. And you know what they did? They nerfed the threads that you get from the Gulp Frogs and the bronze that you get from the Gulp Frogs, and they decided, hey, you know what, for the people that didn't do this farming strat, we're gonna give them a little something extra. You know what they did? They gave everyone that didn't farm, including me,
40,000
bronze, just like that. And I was sitting down and calculating how much bronze do I need to buy every single mount, including the mounts that I did not get through drop chance. And at the time that I did this, it was around 310,000, I believe. And at the same time, there was something sitting in the back of my mind. Hey, I have to level up my items so I can get into heroic raids, so I can get the achievements for the heroic raids. You know what? Let's spend a little bit of bronze. I can make it back easily. Let's see how much we can use to get to item level 400. I almost ended up just sitting and crying there. I spent the 240,000 bronze that I had at the time, all of it, just so I can reach level 398, 399. Not even to 400. That's crazy. The fact that I used that much and I'm still not at the point that I need to be to get into heroics, or that's what my thought process was. Dropping down from 240,000 bronze, I decided, hey, you know what? It's for the greater good. Let me just get it all the way up there so I can get into heroic raids, and I'll start farming again. Now fast forward, I'm doing all of the raids on heroic and I'm trying my best, and I feel like I don't know what I should do. Should I stick with the amount that I have right now as an item level, or should I try to push for the higher one so I can join the Zerg groups? I decided, you know what, I'll just get to a certain level, like 408 was where I stopped. And at that point, I should comfortably just get into all of the raid groups, and I should start the reputation grinds. Now, with playing the Pandaria expansion, you get to revered very fast with a couple of the reputations, but they also removed some reputations, and there was something extra that happened that I really enjoyed. Since I was playing Pandaria through my main before the remix came out, I bought something in the retail version of Pandaria called accommodations. So they were a little nice boost to whatever rep I was gaining in Pandaria, and that was account bound. So even my time runner had the possibility to use it. But there were three, I repeat, three specific rep gains that I hated. The first one I didn't hate that much because it was bound to happen at any time. It was the Shadowpan Assault, and the Shadowpan Assault you could only gain through doing the Throne of Thunder raids. So whenever you played it, you would get rep gains, and at one day you would just randomly get a pop, hey, achievement, you finished Shadowpan Assault. The second one was the Kirin Tor Offensive for the Isle of Thunder. You could only do a set of daily quests, and that's about it. And the moment you finish those dailies, you're just done. You have to wait for the next day. The last one that shocked everyone when people saw it was the Emperor Xiao Hao reputation grind. Now, I didn't do this specific rep grind with my main, and thank God I didn't, because I think I would have jumped off a cliff if I had to do it twice. Now, what's the idea of this rep grind? Well, you go to the Timeless Isle and you talk to Emperor Xiao Hao. And the first thing that he will do, he will introduce himself and you buy some stuff for him, and you start off at neutral. What do you do next? Well, you have to kill the Yongle. And the Yongle are the Taurens, or the primitive Taurens, I want to say, that are just up the cliff. You have to kill them to get all the way to Honored. Remember, you're starting from neutral, which means you have to pass through friendly to get into Honored. And you have to sit and just kill Yongle over and over and over again. And if you have done this rep grind, then you know what kind of pain this is. While I was still working towards gaining the bronze, because I had some plans for it, I was also doing the Emperor Xiao Hao and the Kirin Tor Offensive rep grinds, because they also have achievements. I played and I played and I played and I went crazy with the rep grind with the Emperor Xiao Hao. At the end, whenever I thought, you know what, I do want to sit down and just record my reaction or stream me getting all the achievements and getting the Emperor Xiao Hao rep grind done, I wanted to do it live. So I just set it to the side and I was like, let's leave it. At the point that I left it on the side, I was at 18,000 revered. And then lo and behold, Blizzard decides to do a hotfix. You know what Blizzard decided? They decided to do a hotfix and say, maybe putting the Emperor Xiao Hao rep grind was a little too much, so we're gonna let you have a 700% rep gain buff with Emperor Xiao Hao. I decided to just finish it off as soon as possible whenever I heard that happened, and boy was this feeling slightly bittersweet, I want to say, because I felt kind of robbed in a way. I don't know. Because also they did another thing where they buffed the amounts of bronze you get through the caches, and every time you finished achievements in the remix, you would gain a bronze cache, be it a minor, a normal one, a greater. You would gain those bronze caches, which will give you bronze. So I did at some points feel like I was robbed of a lot of bronze. Now, after doing everything, there was still a grind that I needed to do. Oh no, I wasn't done there. So I did as much of the raids that I could every single day to get to the optimal amount of bronze that I wanted. And at the end of this grind, you know how much bronze I had at the end of everything after I finished all the achievements? I had 309,000 bronze. You know what I did with that? Simple enough. I bought every single mount from the remix and the ones that I was already missing from the original expansion. Oh yeah, and the other thing that I did, I had some leftover bronze, so I also went to the toy store dude, or the toy dude, and I bought the toys that were missing. I did a clean sweep. Now there isn't really a reason for me to continue playing the remix, but I might do it just so I can see how far of high the item level I can go. Because I also want to make more characters, allied races, so whenever the Pandaria remix finishes and my time runners end up back in retail, I want to unlock their allied race heritage armors and the achievements for them. So I gotta do that too. All in all, you know what I think about this event? I think, in my eyes, it was a pretty big success. I'm not gonna lie, it was really fun. I never got to experience the original release of Pandaria. So having this mini event give me that kind of feeling that I'm playing something new and alive really did help. I was having a lot of fun, and I was intrigued to the point that I got all the achievements and I got a shit ton of bronze. And I hope Blizzard, with some tweaking here and there, does the same thing for other expansions. I really do, because I would love to experience some more expansions like that. That was pretty fun. I will say one thing though, and it's continuing the part where I said I feel like I was robbed. Since we have this much time left still, I feel like Blizzard will come out with more patches, buffs, hotfixes, but I don't know if this will include any of the things that I did, because I did basically do everything. If there was a meta achievement, I would definitely get the meta achievement at this point. And if they were to do any more buffs to the bronzes and stuff like that, I wouldn't see any of those things because I already finished it, so the gains wouldn't be visual for me until I finished like the raid again or a dungeon again. I basically wasted a lot of time just farming the bronze because then they're gonna boost it up, and yes, I know I'm already done with it and stuff like that, but still, you know, it still kind of hurts when you see what they do and the gains that you could have possibly gotten and you can't anymore. But come on, this is a positive video and end this on a happy note. So if you like this video, hey, why not drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you didn't like this video, I'm not going to tell you not to dislike it. You can go right ahead. And I hope to see you here next time. See ya.